Welcome to Green Living. You know, the Philippines is a country rich in natural resources, but sometimes we just need to look in the right places to find them. Now today on Green Living, we're going to be talking about everyone's favorite thing in the world, chocolate. Admit it guys, a chocolate bar is a perfect jolt of happiness.
That's because chocolates contain more than 500 natural chemical compounds that elevate our mood and increase pleasure. Some of these are caffeine, phenylethylamine, and theobromine.
If theobromine makes you feel good, then Theo and Philo's artisan chocolates will give you a good dose of it. Theo and Philo's chocolates are made from bean to bar. That means they're made directly from cocoa beans. That's raw goodness in a tiny package.
The cocoa beans are harvested from Davao. Did you know that many imported chocolates are actually made of cocoa that's grown here in the Philippines?
The main ingredient for chocolate is cocoa and sugar, which are both abundant in our country. All you need is the right person to put it all together. And guess what? I am just about to go meet him.
Before that, here's another story packed with goodness. Enjoy your favorite snack guilt-free with Good Burgers.
Welcome back to Green Living. Well, I am at the factory of Theo and Philo Artisan Chocolates, and we are here to find out why these chocolates are so uniquely delicious. And we have Philo Chua here, chocolate maker, to tell us all about it. Where did it all begin for you, Philo?
Well, for me, it actually began my love of cooking. So I learned how to cook, then baked, and then from baking, I learned to use chocolates a lot. And then I saw this one shop in Pittsburgh that had chocolate from all over the world. So they have what they call a single origin cacao, which uses cacao from particular regions around the world. And these regions are actually tropical countries, so like ours.
And then from there, an idea was hatched. How did you actually bring it to fruition?
Well, when I first started, I really didn't know anything about how to do it. It was a lot of research, self-experimentation. Basically, it was just a lot of trial and error, and then, scouring the net, reading books, and then just keep on trying.
Philo, obviously, a quality chocolate comes from quality ingredients. How do you choose what standards do you have? Is organic or all natural an important quality for you, or?
All natural is really what's important for me right now. We are kind of picky about our cacao because that's the main ingredient of our product. We do test it out. Whenever we have a new supplier, we always test it out first. It takes a while for us before we can try out a new supplier.
How about let's talk about chocolate making here in the Philippines. What's the general scene like?
So here, I'm still making chocolate using compound chocolate, basically using cocoa powder. So what we do right now, being to bar business or making chocolate, is still quite new, relatively new in the Philippines. We actually export a lot of our cacao to other countries, to Belgian countries, North American countries. So we actually have very good cacao here. It's just a know-how of how to make chocolate from the bean to bar is still very much lacking.
Obviously, the business is meant to be successful. Nobody wants to run a business that isn't successful. But the great thing about this is you're actually benefiting a lot of our countrymen because you source locally.
Yeah, that's one thing that I like to keep true to what we're doing right now, especially since we say we're single origin Philippine. And one thing that we always say is that we always use local products that's homegrown and all natural.
The next time you grab your favorite chocolate bar, just think you may be feasting on local cacao beans. Well, we'll learn how to make artisanal chocolates in just a little bit, but for now, why don't you just sit back and enjoy another great green feature. Well, we still have Philo Chua over here, and he's going to show us how he makes these delicious chocolates. Philo, after you.
All right.
Okay, so we're starting with, we've got a bowl full of beans.
Yeah, so basically this is what cacao beans look like, okay? So this is where we start from. Yeah, so basically what we need to do now is take off the shell.
It's hard to believe that a bar of chocolate is going to come from this.
So after we do that, all right, so over here, grab that.
That smells so good. That smells so good.
So you will see the inside of the bean and then the shell or the skin of the cacao. They're still all together. Now the next thing we have to do is take out or separate the shell or the skin of the cacao. So we just add it here. And slowly you'll see that, when it comes out, it will turn into a paste.
Oh man, there it is. So So this is the next station, next machine.
So what's happening here, there's two things that's happening here right now. Well, three things basically. When we add the cacao, we also add the other ingredients like the sugar, the cocoa butter to make it smoother,
Right.
and also vanilla, okay? And then milk if we're making milk chocolate, okay?
So this is basically forms the base of your
Yeah,
chocolate.
that's
I mean,
right.
that you then add the different flavors from here.
So from here, then we're going to be molding it inside.
All right, so we'll
afterwards.
take a nap and see each other 24 hours, or we actually have some chocolate.
Well,
in
we
there.
already have some chocolate
Good,
ready
I like
inside.
the sound of that. Okay. Okay, we're in the final steps, the final stages of the chocolate. Here's another complicated looking machine. Tell us about this one, Philo.
Well, this is our tempering machine, so we don't have to do it manually already. Basically, what this does is that it will make the chocolate glossy, and also will have a nice snap when you break it.
So this is basically from tempering. You're just basically putting it in a mold and
Yeah.
letting it cool down, and after that, you're literally just wrapping up your chocolate. Well, Philo, I just really wanted to say thank you so much for showing us the process. It truly is a handmade artisanal product, and it really is one of the best of its kind. So my next question is, which way to the cashier? I'll take one of those. Pack of those. Where are they? Around here? Yep, it's better. I gotta tell you guys, this smells so good. Okay. So what did you do when you didn't have a machine like that? You did that by hand? Wow, what an interesting trip to the factory. I have a whole new respect for chocolate. You know, the chocolate makers at Theo and Philo put more than enough time and effort into making these artisan chocolates. Every bar is a product of patience and craftsmanship. If you want some of these for yourself, you can check out their website at www.theoandphilo.com. Well, that's it for today. If you want to check out our past features and projects, you can log on to www.greenliving-tv.com or follow us on Twitter and like our Facebook page. I'll see you guys next week right here on Green Living. Welcome to Green Living. Sorry. The main ingredients for chocolate are Wow, what an interesting trip to the factory. Now, chocolate makers at Theo and Philo put enough time and effort into making artisanal chocolates. That's right, this little package is a good package of little goodness.